face extinction. A rogue soldier leads an unstoppable force across the galaxy, and only you stand in his way.
Don't you understand? Everyone you know and love, everyone, you will all die.
Let's finish this!
Join us. Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them!
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand.
Rated M for mature.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. One very specific man might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Shepard!
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
I will show you true power.
We need a leader. And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
The team will have to be strong. Their resolve unquestionable.
We have to give everything. Even if that means our lives. We will stop at nothing. We will fight for the lost. There's a lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. They're wondering if we're ever coming back. Friends, family, parents and children. This isn't their fight, but they're buying us time with their lives. We need to stand together. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Go to hell. Each of you needs to be willing to die. Anything less, and you're already dead.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
face extinction. A rogue soldier leads an unstoppable force across the galaxy, and only you stand in his way.
Don't you understand? Everyone you know and love, everyone, you will all die.
Let's finish this!
Join us. Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them!
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand.
Rated M for mature.
We're at war. No, one very specific man might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Shepard!
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
I will show you true power.
We need a leader. And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
The team will have to be strong. Their resolve unquestionable.
We have to give everything. Even if that means our lives. We will stop at nothing. We will fight for the lost. There's a lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. They're wondering if we're ever coming back. Friends, family, parents and children. This isn't their fight, but they're buying us time with their lives.
We need to stand together. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Go to hell. Each of you needs to be willing to die. Anything less, and you're already dead.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
it. Isn't it?
We face extinction. A rogue soldier leads an unstoppable force across the galaxy, and only you stand in his way.
Don't you understand? Everyone you know and love, everyone, you will all die.
Let's finish this!
Join us. Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them!
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand.
Rated M for mature.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. One very specific man might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Shepard!
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
I will show you true power.
We need a leader. And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
The team will have to be strong. Their resolve unquestionable.
We have to give everything. Even if that means our lives. We will stop at nothing. We will fight for the lost.
There's a lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. They're wondering if we're ever coming back. Friends, family, parents and children. This isn't their fight, but they're buying us time with their lives. We need to stand together.
Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. Wait, don't go. I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not by mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also, podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? Right? Right?
Oh my. Alright, here we are. This is it.
Woo!
Hello.
I think I can hear everything you guys are saying. I was worried about the headphones with the helmet on, and hopefully these don't break.
You know, I just like.
I'm just hoping to
so
see one earphone go one way, one earphone the other.
yeah, I didn't think that part through. So welcome everybody. I'm NikoTheLegend. I'm wearing a giant helmet that doesn't really fit me at all, but now we're gonna make it work. So we are doing the stream called The Nightmare Before Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah, not very original title, as I took it from The Nightmare Before Christmas. My little spoof title there. So this is the big stream, the big hype stream. Here we all are. Woo! Okay, thanks. All right, cool. So like I said, as you all know, I am NikoTheLegend. Well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, rambling idiot, blah, blah, blah. I brought some friends with me, some great allies, stalwart allies, to help celebrate the great Mass Effect Legendary Edition release happening real soon. Or for some people, it's already happened for them. I call those guys Lucky Ducks. So, we're going to start with the introductions. Let's start with numero uno in the middle. Mr. Rated, hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm Ray from RatedRPG. You can find me at the YouTube channel RatedRPG, no spaces. And that's it.
I like the no spaces thing. None. And then hi Saint.
Hello. Am I supposed to do like my bit?
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I mean.
Game news. Game streams, and I'm chill. Go ahead and check me out everywhere. Saintwolvinn.
Yeah, you gotta do your bit that way. I don't want to do it.
Get closer to the mic, Rated.
Hello, viewers.
Alright, cool, perfect.
Welcome back to NPR.
Rated, let me ask you, have you used the batteries for this thing yet? Have you put batteries in it with the lights at all?
Yes, I have put batteries in it, and you're gonna need a very small screwdriver because it's a very small screw. And you can't use something like a Swiss Army knife because anything with a bulky, blocky handle is gonna bump up against the casing. So you will need a small screwdriver with a long enough shaft that it's not gonna bump against the casing. And then you're gonna need 2 AA.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I haven't turned the lights on. Is the visor like foggy for you by chance when you put it on?
That's your breath.
Oh, you two ladies want me to leave you alone so you can speak about your helmet that I do not have?
Saint, you're wearing a helmet right now. You just don't realize it. You see the red cap?
I'm wearing an emotional helmet. Like,
oh, I see.
My stupid helmet hasn't arrived to North Carolina either.
Of solitude.
Yeah, it's sad. I have a panda hat. I can do that.
That's cool. Pandas
I'm gonna get a panda hat.
Well, I would put my helmet on, but as I was saying before the live stream started, my hair is exactly very vain.
Can't mess up the hairdo. All right, so how's everybody doing in the chat? Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, we're way less than a day since release of this game, or when it's going to happen. So as much to celebrate, honestly, this stream is kind of like a bit of a reunion, because we haven't gotten together. We would have Alpha here, but he wasn't able to make it. But, you know, his spirit and presence is here, okay? It's guiding us. It's guiding Saint's Panda Head. Hey, there we go! Saint, you gotta change your name though. It's gotta be a Saint Pandiv or something like that. No more wolf.
Even though it's a completely different breed, for some reason it reminds me of Edo Bear.
Yeah, I need like a wolf one.
That looks so
Now I'm just a furry.
Is this your persona?
It's my failed attempt at a Halloween costume.
That's so great. Can you try to keep that on the entire time until you need to not die?
Until I need to breathe? Yeah, maybe. Actually, let me try something.
I refuse to compromise myself for clicks.
Yeah,
like the two of you.
That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying before, folks, this is
oh hell no.
This is pretty much a reunion stream because Rated. It's been a little while since we've all gotten together, right? I think it's
February maybe.
February. Okay.
January, February. I forget which. It's been clip. So you can't remember how long it's been, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna get together one last time in a long while because we'll be preoccupied for the days to come with with the Mass Effect game coming out and many other things, of course. So I thought it'd be a great idea for us to have that reunion one last time, because who knows when it'll happen again. And this stream, we're pretty much just talking about everything Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We've done this before already, but in a previous collab, but so much has happened in terms of like Mass Effect news, and then just stuff happening on our YouTube channels and all that. So there's been a lot of growth lately, and it's great. So yeah, we're just here to hang out and just talk about everything Mass Effect. That's pretty much it. You guys are probably all hyped as heck to try it out and play it. There's many of you that have never played it before, and this is going to be your first time stepping into the ring with Commander Shepard. And then also this could be like your 50th time stepping into the ring with Commander Shepard. But now you got more flair and more, a better coat of paint. So, yeah, you guys, appreciate you being here. We're happy that you guys are here, that we're willing to talk about all this great stuff. So, yeah, we're just chilling, smoking cigars, and I don't know what Saint's doing, Rated. Is she all right?
I think she's having some sort of crisis while trying to get the headset to fit inside the persona head.
It's actually not that. It's the fact that since I have long hair, then I'm just like breathing in my hair, and I really want to have my panda thing on. So I'm listening.
Okay.
But I'm putting on my panda.
That's too funny. Well, Rated and I don't have to worry about long hair, so we made the right choice with our hairstyles. Yeah. Actually, she wants to get a haircut.
Yeah. Fucking long hair is such a pain.
She wants to get one. So, well, I mean, we could just sit here and talk about Saint's panda escapades.
I mean, if you want it to work, you could just become a stereotype and get a pixie cut.
Yeah, good old pixie cut goes a long way.
All right. Better.
Is it better?
Yeah. Consider it better.
Perfect.
Eyes are less dead this way.
This is how Saint looks every time she wakes up. Just soulless black eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
Person
basically.
in a different furry costume next to her.
Yeah.
One for
the penguin furry just next to me. I just wake up with the penguin furry.
Are you gonna?
Oh.
Never mind. Okay, so.
No.
Okay, well, I appreciate you putting in the effort. That was good. It's great. You know what? It'd be funny if you just decided not to say anything. Just wear that for aesthetic purposes. Just
for 3 hours of me just looking.
Yeah, like Rated said, just for the clicks.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man. So, Panda Stick. I agreed, ours, Matt. So, hello. Let's just say hello to the people that are in the chat that have said a few things. We got Arsmet, hello. We got Shamrock, Irish, hello. Secure Gamer, 26. Demarian, hello. Freak Off His Leash. And then, let me just scroll up.
Freak Off His Leash? Ooh, someone's kinky.
I know, right? Edgy. We got Billy. I'm just going to call you Billy, because Billy was my well, I like the Blue Ranger. I didn't like Billy that much, but whatever. Okay, perfect. So how are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. And like I said before, we're just hanging out, just talking about everything Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So let's just break the ice a little bit. Let's just break the ice. Okay, so I'll start first in terms of like how excited I am to play Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Sorry, Saint, I will be the ladies first on this one. Or we could do furries first.
Oh, you, Nico.
Hey, come on. They're going to copyright claim me for that middle finger.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's almost like that's like a half pinky promise or something. Yeah, there you go.
Or a half middle finger.
Oh, fine. I see how you roll. So, my excitement level is, I would say, oh, geez, this is actually kind of tough. It's pretty high. I wouldn't say I'm like jumping for joy or, you know, just like pigtails flying everywhere. I think because, you know, I've played this trilogy a gazillion times, and I know this is a re-release. I know they're adding a bunch of different stuff to make it more modernized, and, you know, honestly, me and many others, I'm assuming, are probably more excited to play Mass Effect 1. I mean, can we all agree? Like, that's like the big thing there.
For me, it's about being able to play Mass Effect 1 in an efficient manner that gets me to Mass Effect 2, which has the better story, I feel, but without having to make compromises, because I love the Mass Effect trilogy, but after a certain point, back in the day, it's like Mass Effect 1 obviously is so deficient compared to Mass Effect 2 and 3 when it came to mechanics, that regardless of the play style I wanted to have in 2 and 3, I would just play as a soldier no matter what in Mass Effect 1, because that was the easiest, most efficient class to just bully your way through the game. So improved mechanics means that you could actually engage in all the different options and different classes without having to sacrifice efficiency.
Yeah, and I think that was the first class I played back in the day when it first came out. Was a soldier class. I don't know if you guys have seen any articles talking about you shouldn't play the soldier class. Don't.
Well, it's the most easiest default class, I think. It's very mainstream, easy for somebody who's coming from other FPS games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, just your typical FPS player who's not used to the RPG mechanics to get into.
Yeah, like you're saying, it's kind of like a no bullshit kind of class. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, hey, if you want to play soldier class, go play soldier class. You want to play this class, go play that class. I mean, whatever catches your eye. I mean, isn't default Shepard a soldier anyway?
I don't know. I actually don't know, because I never played as default Shepard in Mass Effect 2 or 3. I have never played Mass Effect 2 or 3 without importing a save file from Mass Effect 1.
I think he is a soldier. Like, by default, I think he is a soldier.
Okay. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, Rated, because, geez, I think the only time I ever tried playing without an import file was just to see what's different and, you know, like what doesn't get carried over and what's like BioWare's default choices. And I'm like, oh my god, there's so much missing, and like, oh god, no, I don't like this at all. So I didn't get very far. So yeah, that's actually that's a good point. But, you know, if somebody's starting out in Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3, because, you know, people pick up the... Yeah. So you might have went with default, or you might have just started from scratch in the second or third game. I mean, especially for, like, PlayStation owners, you know, they had to start out in Mass Effect 2 on, like, PS3, am I correct?
Well, I'm not sure about Mass Effect 2 was released before Mass Effect 1 was brought to the PlayStation Network, but as it currently stands, Mass Effect 1 is on the PlayStation Network as a digital download only, or you could have a physical disc, but only if you got the entire Mass Effect trilogy. So because I don't know the timeline, because I originally played all the Mass Effect games on Xbox 360.
Same.
I have the PS3 disc trilogy, but I don't know the actual timeline as to whether or not the digital PSN version of Mass Effect 1 was released before or after Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a little weird in terms of like that happening, because I remember, Mass Effect 1 was on the Xbox only for consoles. And I was like, okay, cool. Because I always went Microsoft route for the longest time, so I didn't have to miss out on it. But yeah, then eventually, they came out for PS3 and stuff. So,
the Xbox 360 was just more of a matter of what made sense financially when I was a young teenager. Xbox 360 was so much cheaper than the PS3.
Say you're a riot right now. You're in rare form. So, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited. I think I'm the most excited to play Mass Effect 1. But hey, you know what? I'm excited just to see, I am excited to see it all in, remastered glory and stuff. But I say Mass Effect 1 because that's getting the most remastered treatment. Getting close to the remake side of things, but, I think has a nice balance. So, yeah. How about you, Rated? Are you pretty excited?
I'm very excited in terms of wanting to play the game, but it's one of those things where I'm super excited because I love these games, but I realized I have not actually played them since maybe 2014 or 2015, because it's just such a pain in the butt to go back and play them on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Age Origins, for example. I tried playing that on the PlayStation 3 not long ago. Set up the PS3 and I put in Dragon Age Origins, and I'm like, oh dear God, this plays horribly by today's standards. The PC version, I'm sure, is better, but I'm excited to be able to have this great story just so easily accessible and with all these quality of life features, which will just really, I think, so much in terms of just how many people can play and new people getting into it, because they don't have to worry about back beyond bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Saint? Are you pretty excited? What's going on with you?
I am. I'd say I am. The thing is that since I finished a pretty long playthrough from 2 to 3 pretty recently, I guess part of that excitement has just gone down a little bit, but I left Mass Effect, like the first one, alone.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm excited, though. I did hear some weird reviews that I guess we'll talk about at some point later.
We're definitely going to be talking about that. And actually, I'm glad you reminded me about it, because we'll get to everybody's questions in a second here. Yeah, what you were just talking about, Saint, is pretty important, that I think should be elaborated on big time for anybody who's dabbling into, those reviews and stuff, or those first impressions, and they really will ruin your experience. And, we'll get into that in a second. So, yeah, you did finish, you just finished playing the entire trilogy not too long ago. Are you ready for round 2?
I'm not. I thought a week was gonna be enough, and then no, it's really not. But I think. Oh, there's something. Can I say something that's like kind of urgent for people that have last gen tech?
Yeah. You're good.
If you're a PlayStation user and you had a PS4 and you're buying the Mass Effect Legendary Edition for PS4, your save file is fucked once you get a PS5. So take that into account. If you have an Xbox One, and you could get that save file over to Xbox Series X, but you can't do so with PS5. So do know that before you buy anything.
I see no problem with that, because
I have a PS5.
It's just another opportunity to play Mass Effect again, you dink.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
talking to the guy who back in the day, I literally had a notebook on my desk just filled with pages describing all of my various shepherds, so I knew which shepherd was which in my save files because I had that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who has something like that when they play Dark Souls or Bloodborne. They just have so many characters that literally they ran out of space on like the console, and they had to put all their save files on like flash drives and stuff, like their characters.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, you know, when you're having such a good
When I
time.
play Souls games, I just keep going through New Game Plus over and over again until my stats get so maxed that I can be anything I want to be.
The Panda approves. All right, sweet. We got Panda approval. Panda Express. Oh, I'm sorry. That's too soon. Yay! So, yeah, like that's good that you brought that up with like starting from scratch and stuff. Like I'm gonna be doing that as well. I'm pretty stoked to do that. The main reason is because I want to enjoy the Fem Shep from Mass Effect 3 in all 3 games. I'm really excited to do that. It's gonna be pretty cool because I really do like the look they gave her. And you know, you can't go wrong with Jennifer Hale. She's amazing, voice actress. So, you know,
I'm so conflicted as to whether or not I want to start as a male Shep or a Fem Shep because I actually don't think I played Fem Shep more than a handful of times back in the day.
Yeah.
Know that Jennifer Hale is an amazing voice actress. For example, in The Old Republic, I think she is a much better trooper character than the male version of that trooper class. But I don't know, that just the Vanderloo Mark Mir combination just in my brain that's Commander Shepard plus how else will I romance?
I mean, yeah, I started with male Shep right away. I've already established it. Like for whenever I stream this, right, I'm going with Fem Shep playthrough, and then when I'm not streaming it, I'm playing like default looking Commander Shepard, male Shep, just so I get the best of both worlds. I'm like, because like you know, I want to see what they look like with the fresh coat of paint. So that's what I'm mainly excited for. But like you know. You get to play Jane Shep all the way through all 3 games with the same default look, with the new redhead look. But you know what's great? Yeah. They still have the OG Fem Shep look from Mass Effect 1 and 2, so you can always go with that, which is pretty cool.
I don't know that they'll do it, but something I hope is an option is the ability to go into the character creator. I have not seen this anywhere. I haven't even seen anyone else this. But the ability to go into the character creator and manipulate the features of the base model. Because back in the day, it was always a thing where it's like you could not manipulate the base Vanderloo face, you could not manipulate the base Fem Shep face. You just had that choice, or you jump into the weird, mushy, plastic-looking faces that you could manipulate. So if you'd be able to manipulate the base models, that would be interesting. It's not a big desire of mine. It'd just be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. Or if they like made their default or their presets not like you said, not so plasticky looking and not so vastly like underwhelming compared to like the default looks for the Shepherds. You know, it's like it's gonna be hard to make them.
I've seen some people posting stuff online of their OG Shepherds in the last day, and I think that the custom models look a lot better than they do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it'll be neat to just see if they did tweak anything or made the sliders more, more optimized, and they just added more bells and whistles. That'd be great. So let's see here. I was going to ask this before. So what platform is everybody playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition on? I'm on PC.
Saint is also on PC. I know this for a fact.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, good sign language.
I will be playing on PlayStation 4, but actually on my PlayStation 5.
Sweet.
Because I'm one of the anointed ones who has one of those things.
That's great. No, I think that's cool. So, Rated, let me ask you this. This is actually off topic here, but with the PS5, are you able to play any? Like, this is what's so confusing from before, but I see it on the store list. It'll say this, so and so game. You can play this on PS4, but you can also upgrade to PS5. Is that for just what the developers have chosen that their games can go on there, or is it just every game can go to PS5?
All PlayStation 4 games can be played on PS5 with the exception of like 10 titles, but the list of those 10 titles are like D-list garbage that nobody's ever heard of. So all PlayStation 4 games can be played on the PS5. There is some marginal improvement when it comes to load times. There's no upscaling like on the Xbox.
Yeah.
As for the upgrades, that is like a patch you can get should the developer choose to do a patch to upgrade it to PS5 specs. So a next-gen patch. There's most of these next-gen patches are being given out for free. Some companies are being kind of like assholes and forcing you to actually buy the PS5 version of the game.
Okay.
In order to get the PS5 version of the game, etc., etc. But when you see on the PlayStation 4 able to be upgraded PS5, that just means that there is a next-gen patch of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was just wondering that. I'm like, it's like, okay, I'm seeing all these games on the store page, seeing that it can be played on the PS5. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I just wanted to clarify since you have one, just to get a personal opinion on that. Okay. So let's see what people are saying. Someone said PS4 Pro. Nice, nice, nice. Man, I did an article on all the different specs for each console rated. It's a nightmare on which console gets these frames, which console has this. It's like going through every single version of the Xbox, PlayStation 4, and then PS5, and Series X, Series S. Oh my god, it's a numerical nightmare.
While even a base PS4 should be able to run this just fine, because after all, this is still a Unreal Engine 3 game, just with new texture packs to go along with visually anyway.
Yeah.
I would say if there are going to be any problems, base PS4 users are the ones who are going to have them. Base PS4, I feel like is getting a lot of shit dumped on it right now because everybody's saying, well, it can't handle anything anymore. When God of War first launched, it ran it perfectly for me, so I feel like we've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time.
Yeah. I have a PS4 Slim, and I was playing God of War on it, and it was badass. It looked great, and it's because those
I'm still using a launch model PS4, and it played God of War back in 4 or 5 years ago perfectly for me.
Yeah, it's the Santa Monica Studios did a fantastic job making that game run just very, very well. Would be odd that they use Unreal 3 to make Legendary Edition. Pretty sure everyone uses Unreal 4 at this point.
Well, that's because the games were originally made in Unreal 3, and in order to... They were made in Unreal 3, but they developed their own tool set in addition to the Unreal 3 tool set. So, in order to move everything to Unreal 4, they would be having to essentially remake the game, because they would have to develop a whole new tool set to go in addition to Unreal 4 to duplicate a lot of the things they did when they made Mass Effect originally. So, Mac Walters has said that they did not move it over because that would have way too much time, like a lot of people ask about multiplayer. He said that would have added a year minimum to development.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure they wanted to save all those Unreal 4, if they go with the Unreal 4 engine for the next Mass Effect, or even Unreal 5, just, because that's being talked about.
I would love Unreal
5. They want to put all those resources in the next Mass Effect and Dragon Age and stuff like that, so, honestly, I think this remastered trilogy is just, more of a passion project, honestly. And then, it's just what people miss those days of playing Mass Effect, and they want to remember the glory days. So, this was, I guess their way of showing that, and you know what? It'll be fine when you play it. It's still gonna, you know, maybe even with the texture packs and stuff, and maybe it'll look a little dated still. Blah blah blah. You know, like that's understandable because of what year it was made in. But that's see. This is where we're gonna segue with you, Saint, with your review impressions, because you have to know this is a remastered trilogy. Okay, this is not a remake. Even though Mass Effect 1 gets pretty close, but it's not, because
Yeah, I've
Saint
seen
Unreal 3
people
Engine and
dinging it in reviews already for the fact that it's not.
yeah. So, Saint, I think let's get into this, because this is a huge thing. This is big. When Saint was telling me this, I'm like, you got to be shitting me right now. I can't believe people are these professionals that get paid all this money, or whatever you want to call it, are saying this. Take it away.
So okay, my moment has come. So basically, I was doing my own before you buy, and I was looking at reviews. One of the reviews ended up being IGN's review. Well, first impressions thing, right?
Well, your mistake was reading IGN.
Yeah, that was my first mistake. That I was fucked there. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a shot. Let's look at the video. In the first minute of the video, the lady that was supposedly doing the whole first impressions thing, said that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition was underwhelming in comparison to Resident Evil 2 Remake. As Nico said, this is not a remake, so the comparison itself is just absurd. And
also, it's a dollars to donuts comparison. It's a survival horror versus a third-person FPS or third-person shooter. Sorry.
exactly, and like throughout that first impressions video, honestly, she just goes on like branches. Like it's not even a first impressions video to an extent, because then she starts talking about, oh, BioWare decided to do this in Unreal Engine 3 and not 4 because of blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, that's not first impressions. Like, give me, like, if you're gonna talk to me about the product, talk about the product, not whatever you're questioning about how they made it. Like, I don't care. I want to see how the audio is, how the graphics are, how it runs, blah blah blah. That's not. It's such a crappy video, and it has so many likes, and I'm like, why?
No, you want to see a good video? I don't have a lot of respect for a lot of the mainstream news sites.
Yeah, you should.
Because Polygon, IGN, I really don't have a lot of respect for them. Pretty much the only reason I go to IGN is whenever I need a guide for something real fast.
Yeah.
But Liana Rupert over at Game Informer is a huge BioWare nerd, and her video, her impressions of it have been really good.
Yeah.
Not because she just likes it, but because she actually looks at the various aspects of it in the way that you would desire.
Mr. Matty Plays is also a really, really good reviewer. I don't agree with a lot of his takes. For example, one of them was like, the facial animation looks old, and I'm like, okay, dude, like it's a remaster, so
From 2007.
From 2007, I sincerely doubt someone like they're gonna go edit the rig, do the whole thing again. That would just bring it closer to the remake. But the dude has some really good points, and he analyzes a lot of stuff, including some audio bugs that are just yeesh.
Yeah. Well, I think the worst thing, on like how you felt when you were listening to that first impression thing, was just she was a Karen, right? Didn't you say that? She's just like,
yeah, she looks like a Karen. You should,
would like
dude, you
to
should
see
look
the
her up. She
manager
looks like a
about
Karen.
Your remake versus remaster.
I'm like, what? Oh my god, like, yeah, like, it's so underwhelming in comparison to Club Penguin. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what kind of comparison is this?
I
hated it.
Just not a comparison at all. It's just, see, like I said, these
Well,
are...
that's how people make buck now. It pays to be a contrarian.
But it's like,
yeah.
I don't even know. I think that's just naivety, you know, just not knowing your stuff. It's like, do you know what you're playing?
Exactly. Anyone who researched it would know it's a remaster. Like, yeah, it has remake aspects, but it's not advertised as a remake, it's advertised as a remaster. So I don't know. And she started saying, it's basically what we've done for so many years, like the modding community. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I've
well,
heard...
the modding community, that's something that I kind of want to punch some people in my comment section, because...
Same.
There's two folks I kind of want to punch. There's the folks who talk about how, well, I'm not going to get this because I'm just going to mod it, yada, 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 with all these upscaled texture packs I can get off Nexus mods and whatnot. Like, congratulations! You have a PlayStation. You have a PC. Good for you. The majority of people play on console.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
The other people I want to punch are the ones who, the ones who take issue with my pronunciations of certain words. I don't care if it's Mako. If I say Mako, shut the hell
up. When you're playing Final Fantasy VII Rated, do you say Mako or Mako Energy?
I say Mako Energy, but recently I did a video in which I was talking about the Mako tank truck, and I say Mako. That's just, I see it, I pronounce it phonetically.
Yeah. I mean, potato.
But people won't shut the hell up, and it's like, nah, it's actually Mako.
There's...
Good for you.
Like, in those people that say, like, oh my god, it's just mods, whatever, like, okay. Fundamentally, no. Because a modder doesn't have the tools necessary to completely revamp an entire trilogy, because they don't have access to the entire set of assets, to the multi-million-dollar tools. I mean, it's not like you're not gonna find a Mass Effect 1 kind of like texture pack or whatever that's going to be the same as just getting the Legendary Edition. It's just
Matt
just
Walters
logic.
talked about this. He said that they looked at basically the best that mods had to offer, and he said this is our bare minimum of what we need to achieve in this remaster.
Yeah.
Let's crank it up a notch from there.
Yeah, exactly.
See.
Oh, that's the third person I want to punch in my comment section. Those who say this is a terrible game, gonna be a terrible game because it's just nobody who worked on the original games is working on this, and it's like, you dumbasses, the director of the game was the head writer for Mass Effect 2 and 3, and a character designer writer on Mass Effect 1.
Mm-hmm.
I got you one better. I had someone tell me that the Legendary Edition was going to suck because Pinnacle Station wasn't involved.
Pinnacle Station can kiss my ass. It's a battle simulator that takes 20 minutes to do.
It's so bad.
I'm like,
I only did it once and that was it. I'm like, yep, okay, never again. It was pretty bad.
And it's so dumb because at the end of the day, like, dude, it's such a small and insignificant DLC. And you're talking about a game that hasn't even released yet, and you have no idea how it actually plays. And it's like those people that go to Metacritic, and they're like, oh my god, this game's a 0. Hasn't even bought it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I hate all of you. Not you who are watching, but the rest of you.
You can hate me.
Oh no, I hate all of you who are watching. You all suck.
Y'all suck.
So let's talk about that modding thing again real quick. So as you were saying, like, okay, here's the wild thing, is that even if you have it for PC, right, or you have a PC and you're like contemplating like Mass Effect Legendary Edition, right? Okay. Not everybody wants to do mods. Big thing. Not everybody wants to do. Not everybody wants to go through that process. It's just like you just want to buy the game and play it. I know plenty of people that know that I mod Skyrim, right? Modding Skyrim is such a common thing. It's like, I don't know, this day and age, modding Skyrim is like going to the bathroom or something. It's that.
Well, to be fair, modding Skyrim is a lot easier because the creation engine is a piece of shit.
Yeah. So, but like I have people that are like, I don't want to add mods to it. I just want to play it the way it is. Like it's like, and that's fine. I get that. But I mean, if you want to take the extra steps, I mean, maybe you could be a modder yourself, and then you see things in a different lens. I get it. I mean, to me, it sounds a little bit kind of narcissist because you're like, oh, well, my mods make this look way better. Like, these guys are chumps. I'm like, that's not necessarily it, man. It's just, come on.
To me, there's just the quality of life features. Even if we just throw aside the texture packs, just the quality of life features in the way that they're going to be universal for everyone, regardless of platform, make this remaster worth it. Because Mass Effect 1, so I think we've all agreed, is just the hardest one to go back and play on an older console because, or I may even PC, just because of the inventory system, aiming reticules, etc., etc.
So yeah, and my friend Arsman made a good point. Like, some games do need mods to either complete the game or make sure it doesn't bust on you. And but let's
play another BioWare game, Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was Obsidian, and Obsidian, they, nowadays you can play it on Steam Workshop, and you can download that restored mod content, no problem, with the click of a button. You just hit subscribe, and that's great. Like, that stuff is fine. If Mass Effect, I mean, I don't even think BioWare would release Mass Effect Legendary Edition if it was unplayable or broken. I mean, that just wouldn't be smart on a business side of things. But I've been surprised before. In terms of games releasing half-baked or just not even close to that. But yeah, like, for games that did get screwed over, like you said, KOTOR 2 and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, they needed people, the modding community, to come together to make it playable, make it work, or more complete, restore all that stuff that got botched in the end. Like, that's fine, but these people are talking about, like you were saying, Rated, with textures and stuff. That's like that. Those are the comments that I've gotten too. It's like, oh, well, these textures, I've seen that, been there. I'm like, done that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Then you can keep playing that. Like, but don't like try to like, I don't know. I'm not like being negative about it, but don't deter people away because, like you were saying, the convenience of modding is sometimes not always there for people because some people have never even done modding or download mods, and especially if you're on consoles, for crying out loud. It's like, you can't
I used to get offended when people said gamers were entitled, but the bigger my YouTube channel gets, the more I'm like, fine, I can kind of see it. I actually had someone accuse me my channel has been doing really well lately for me. But it's still a pretty small channel.
Yeah.
But I literally had someone accuse me, well, you're being paid. They were dead serious. They're like, obviously EA is paying you. And I'm like, EA doesn't give a rat's about me.
I wish.
I mean, like, if EA wanted to pay me, I'd take that money and run because I'd be like, you know what? Battlefield 2 needs more loot boxes. If EA wanted to pay me because I am not making anything right now. So so it's like, it turns out some of the gaming community is a little entitled.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If EA was paying you, I mean, would you even be doing YouTube anymore if you were getting good enough money, or?
Well, I think I'd have to be doing the YouTube for them to pay me.
Yeah, so if they were just paying you for other reasons or just paying you to make the videos, I mean, come on now. What? You really got a comment like that?
No, yeah, and this person, they were just spamming comments until finally I said, you know what? I think this was only the second person that I have ever blocked channel for making comments.
Yeah.
Because they were just spamming comment after comment. So I think, it's only the second person I've ever had to block.
Yeah, and reporting them for spam is not going to do anything.
Yeah. And they were also just getting really ugly with other people, cursing and whatnot. So I don't like deleting comments. I don't like blocking people. Like I said, I've only ever done that to one other person before.
Yeah.
But it just got really ugly.
Yeah. Aaron Yogurt said spamming helps the algorithm. Well, that may be true, but sometimes you just got to make the sacrifice. It's like, spam is bad. I mean, that's why PewDiePie got rid of his comments eventually, because of people spamming and doing all this business stuff, selling stuff in his chat. I mean, God, I can only imagine that shit. Jesus.
Haven't you heard? everybody is selling the world's best vibrator now.
Yeah, for real. Oh god. Um, that's. Oh man, people say
That might
some
be more of a
interesting
Twitter
things.
thing.
Saint, it's nice to see your face again.
Hello. I was dying. So, Panda had to go, but
Cold dead eyes are back.
yeah. Now another kind of dead eyes are back.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm just thinking about comments like that are so bombastic, and you're just like, whoa, that's like, I didn't think anybody would say this, but here it is, lo and behold. It's like you get curveball, or it just like throws you off. Oh god, just, makes you unbalanced. You're like, that's really strange.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me posting some of the stuff that people say about me, and I'm like, yep, this guy's got it.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's some anonymous person on the internet. You can't take that home with you. I think anybody who, when they first start their YouTube channel, anybody any size, you download whatever it is, TubeBuddy or YouTube Studio, you're glued to your phone almost constantly all day long, checking updates, seeing, do I have one more subscriber? Do I have one more view? You first start your channel, but eventually you reach the point where you're able to be like, you know what, I don't need to check this today, or I can wait a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say?
It starts to roll off of you.
It's like that whole, like, a pot never boils if you're just staring at it, right?
Yeah.
That type of thing. Oh, man. So, let's, I just think I think it's great that all of us are seeing exponential growth in our YouTube channels thanks to Mass Effect. I mean, at least for me, thanks to Mass Effect.
I'm just worried about...
we're all just milking it at this point, to be honest with you.
I have put out quality content, wife, thank you.
Quality.
So am I. So have I. Doesn't mean I'm not milking it.
That is true. I am worried about the drop-off I'm going to see once the news cycle surrounding Mass Effect dies in another month or so, because, like, I put out, in the last 2 days, I put out like 4 or 5 videos, and it's like, okay, Mass Effect video, anywhere from 1,000 to 20,000 views, video about rumors of upcoming games at the Nintendo E3 conference, 34 views.
Yeah. That's just how it is.
Well, I was telling Saint. Well, she asked me. It's like, do you ever just, you ever get bored of just posting Mass Effect stuff? And I'm like, no. And
I don't either, and I'll try to milk this by doing live streams.
Yeah.
For a little bit, but it's like, BioWare, I need you to start releasing more Dragon Age stuff in the next month.
Yeah, it's too many concept art pictures. It's not helping.
Yeah.
Well, Saint also asked, well, maybe you didn't ask, but you just said, like, you thought, or you think that the news is going to just not be there anymore. I don't know. Me personally, I think it's going to be the opposite, because I think there's going to be huge discussions following the remastered trilogy for many months to come, in terms of, like, what people thought about it, of course, and it's like, what's next to talk about, and then now that BioWare will get that out of the way, now they're going to be focusing on the next Mass Effect, and then, like you said, Dragon Age will fall into the newsfeed once again. I think, I don't think it's going to stop for a long time, honestly. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. I mean, shoot, we'll probably be making videos on, like, updates with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yeah.
Just something. I mean, just look how much is being talked about with this game, and it's not even out yet. I mean, people are talking about just, like, things that have already been said countless times before when the games were coming out, like the best species or which class you should go with. I'm like, this is stuff that you've read like a dozen times over back in the day. And it's funny how that's become relevant again, because, there's it's the cool hip thing to talk about now, and there's new people, new players getting into it and all that jazz. So
Well, yeah, there's
interesting.
definitely a new generation of players who are in there because I played these back in what 2012.
Mhm.
God, it was 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
9 years ago. Okay, so at least almost a decade for Mass Effect 3. I was playing before that, so more than 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And now suddenly we've got all these 5-year-olds from back then who are little diaper shits who are now teenagers and can play. So
Yeah.
all these folks are like, oh my gosh, this thing was a thing. It's a great
Yeah.
story, and I can actually, it's accessible now. So all those little youngins who don't know better, like Saint, can actually play the game.
Yeah, I think I was 17 when I first played Mass Effect when it came out, the original one. Oh, man.
I think Mass Effect 2 was already out before I even just found out they existed.
Yeah,
I just
you know
started
what?
seeing all these cool videos on YouTube, and I'm like, this is a game? This looks amazing.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that. I've known a bunch of people that started with Mass Effect 2 first. Like, they never even played the first one because it was kind of more... I mean, for one, it was only on the 360, you know. It wasn't accessible to the PlayStation people yet. And then, I don't know if it came out on PC when the original one released. I don't
know. No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so it was just like, it was just on 360... And the 360 had some pretty obscure or kind of neat RPGs on there, you know. I'd say
the 360 did well with RPGs in its early years before the PS3 eventually caught up.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I started seeing those Mass Effect 2 videos on YouTube, and of course because I was a horny teenager, I was like, okay, let's watch this next romance video.
Yeah.
I went to Best Buy and I found the Platinum Hits version of Mass Effect 1, immediately started playing it.
Yeah. And then you were like, wow, now I understand why I didn't notice this. No, just kidding.
And of course, now that I'm all grown up, I'm like, ugh, I bought the Platinum Hits version.
Yeah.
Black Label, that's all I bought.
Yeah, I think I'm grown up, but I'm wearing a plastic helmet over my head, so not going anywhere. I think I'm still 17, guys.
I was 12.
Aw, pequeño.
How old was I in 2000? I don't know, we'll call it 2010. That was 11
50?
years ago. 11 years ago, so I was 16, I guess, 15, 16.
Yeah. Oh, man. And it's like, you know, you don't, once you start thinking about it, like, whoa, this franchise is this old? Oh my god. I'm dying. I'm so old now. But you know what? We're going to be playing this, and we're going to feel young again. Saint's going to be 12 again. I'm going to be 17 again.
Like, probably by the time Mass Effect 4... Well, Mass Effect 4, okay, comes out, I'm literally probably going to be your guys' age.
Well, Mass Effect 4, that's probably going to come out in, I'd say, 4 to 5 years.
Oof.
So you'll still be younger than us.
Yeah. You'll be 17 at that point.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll be over 30 whenever Mass Effect 4 finally comes out.
Oh man.
There are some 40 and 50-year-olds just being super offended by, oh my god, I'm going to be over 30.
Yeah,
as someone who's not 30 yet, 30 is still a big occasion.
Yeah, I'll be...
True.
I think I'll be 37. if it comes out 5 years. 5 years, Jesus.
Damn, you'd be close to 40, you old fuck.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
This helmet will be a part of my body by then.
Whenever it comes out, I'll have to be like, okay, kids, Daddy needs to play his video game. Get the hell.
Get off my...
Get away from my play. Get away from my PS5. You
That's
punk.
an unreal situation. My kids aren't going to be elected here.
What an assumption.
It's like, okay, son, this is where Liara touches Shepard's ass. Okay, now you know.
Here is Miranda's ass, right here. This is an important part, boy.
Okay, I'm gonna have a lot of things to explain to my kids. Just this for a second. I got a shit ton of anime girls up there. I'm gonna have to explain to my kids. Not looking forward to that conversation.
Yeah.
Those are titties, my child.
It's like, whatever you do, don't look up.
Yes, child, please ignore
just like-
all... sorry, child, what's a rim? Rims, you see, child, is a waifu.
I had... My parents...
have 7 of them for reasons you don't need to know.
Yeah, my parents thought they were doing a good job raising me on, like, what to watch and what not to watch. But when you have 2 older brothers, it's... Yeah, it doesn't work out. And, you know...
Didn't work out?
Doesn't work out. You see some things as a kid, movie-wise.
No, my dad still hates the fact that I play video games, that I am a super nerd, that I have all the statues. Like, he was offended when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What is
that?
That's
cool. That's one of those play art statues, the one that are in the that you don't really take with the box because they're all articulated. Not titillated.
Oh, I see.
So then, yeah, like my
My
dad.
favorite space racist.
Well, Saint, you should wear it on your head while you wait for your helmet.
No, I don't have that kind of background. I'm
just
gonna leave it aside. Yeah, just stand like this. The rest of the...
Except it just looks like you're holding a black box, that's it. I can't even see
Yeah, because I need to do it like this. Just like the rest of the conversation. Just.
I mean, yeah, you're the poster
Okay, so I'm
child.
going to be mean and say Ashley. So Ashley, she has got a much worse reputation, I think, than she deserves. But I'm going to be mean and say she should not have been a squad member in Mass Effect 3 because if we're going to talk about who of the pre-existing squad members had the most to offer to the story of Mass Effect 3,
yeah,
I would say because of the connection to Cerberus, and Cerberus being as big as it is in Mass Effect 3, that Miranda should have been a squad member.
Yeah, Saint talks about it all the time, how Miranda was very neglected.
I feel so robbed. Miranda was such a good character, and she was changed for the space racist who saw you and like, I don't know who you are anymore. Who shot you?
Yeah.
I mean, Miranda rebuilt you, and you got nothing.
Like Jack going off on her own makes sense because she found purpose and meaning with all the kids at Grissom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thane, he's just a creepy frogman who needs to go off and die somewhere.
He did.
Rex and Borden are doing their thing with the science and the fucking of their Krogan women.
Yeah.
But I feel like Miranda definitely fit into the story of Mass Effect 3 a lot better than Ashley did in terms of who is relevant to the plot.
I mean, yeah, you do a giant single-player mission with Miranda, and it's pretty dope, you know? Just get her dad. It's pretty cool. Yeah, she would have been... but you can play her, right, in the Citadel DLC, right?
She shows up, and, for date night.
Yeah, she shows up, has a drink, says hi, then just goes back.
But like when you're doing the missions and stuff on how you can recruit pretty much everybody, you can put her on your team, right?
I don't believe she's available as a recruitable member.
No, I think you can't.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure you just get to have date night after you do the mission with her father.
Yeah.
In the main storyline, and then there's when you meet her earlier in the game, weird apartment, and you just if you romance her.
What?
The main path where she's like, I feel so guilty because I wanted to put a chip in your brain, and you're like, that's okay, now let's bang.
Yeah, please, that's fine. Just what else are you gonna slip in me?
But that's only if you romanced her.
I'll forgive you with sex.
I'll forgive you with sex.
Sex, yes. Forgiveness. Sex, no. No forgiveness. Fuck you, Miranda.
Hey, so...
and that mission with her father could have been so much more entertaining. It could have been like, hello, I am here to kill you. But first, I'd like to talk to you about your daughter. We've got this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you approve, but
her ass
gonna
is
die
mine.
anyway, so...
Yeah, her ass is mine. Yeah.
Yes,
We'll bang her, okay.
tasty ass is now mine, and I know the doctor says she can't have kids, but god damn it, we're gonna try.
Yeah. We're gonna try.
That's still one of the saddest things, actually, for me. Miranda can't have kids, and that she really wants kids, but so many people don't know it because they don't take the time to read all the emails and the data terminals.
Yeah, that's so sad. I saw that in the Shadow Broker thing, and I was like, "Ah, you little genetic perfection can't have kids." I'm kidding.
Seems like this.
Well, it's a side effect.
Ain't that
of the
perfect
genetic-
then?
Well, that's the thing. It's a side effect of the genetic manipulation.
Yeah.
So in reality, she's not that perfect.
Yep, that's the thing. It's
A
very
perfectly
unstable.
used up uterus.
Oof.
That's gonna be my character's name.
I wonder
Perfectly used up
why.
Uterus.
Can you imagine just like genetically making an entire human being and just like literally fucking up in one of the most important areas? It's like, you have boobs, but your uterus just.
Well, there's gonna be
No more
certain
funds.
area fucking, if you know what I mean. Oh, I am sorry, folks. This is getting really dark in this stream. Hi, hello, everybody.
It's getting really dark.
Here's speaking of dark. Here's a question from Freak Off His Leash. Any romance favorites you'll be Rated might have already answered this. You'll be sticking to from your old playthroughs back in the day. I think I'm gonna go with Liara the entire time.
So there has to be a default Liara playthrough. It may not be my first playthrough, but there has to be a default Liara playthrough.
Yeah.
She is not my favorite romance because she is kind of stiff at times.
Yeah.
But she just feels like the canon romance.
Mm-hmm.
But Tally's too damn cute. Miranda's too damn sexy. And I guess if I'm just going to continue to be a horny, chauvinistic male, I have to throw a bone to Ashley at some point.
I'm just lucky my favorite romance is probably the universe's favorite romance.
Aiden?
So
Unfortunately, I hope they change up the, like, in Dragon Age, they have the Paramore trophy for unlocking all the romances. I kind of hope they change that romance because that requires me to actually romance Caden at some point, and I just want him to die.
the actual the trophy list is out.
Yeah.
I scrolled through it. I didn't stop to read every single one of them. But no, yeah, I just want Caden to die, so it's very hard to romance him.
Well, all the original achievements are in there. The only thing that's different is, where they combine the 3 games together for getting all these kills or beating all 3 games on Insanity. But all the other ones are still there. So I think Caden's knocking on your door.
Damn it. It's so awkward because I just don't like him. And to romance him, you have to play as Femshep, and I would rather have Femshep romance Liara, way there can still be little blue progeny in the future.
Yeah.
There's actually I'm looking at the trophies.
Yeah.
There's nothing that says anything about Caden. Just it just has the Paramore, but it's not specifically to Caden or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess you just have to get in bed and then boom.
Literally, establish a romantic relationship, rekindle, and then just continue that relationship. That's it.
Maybe I'll just save scum it and just have Femshep tease both him and Liara, and then moment where they come to you in the conference room and they're like, hey, who are you going to choose? He's like, I want you to choose me. And Liara's like, I'm up for a 3-way. I'll just save
Femshep just being a tentacle tease.
Yeah.
Well,
hell yeah.
People overlook that so often that in ME1 that Liara is totally up for a throuple.
Yeah.
In ME1.
Tentacle tease. That's so great.
Tentacle tease.
Oh, that needs to be someone's like gamer tag.
Tentacle tease.
That's perfect.
I'm sure somebody in Japan already has it.
Yeah, yeah, some weird Japanese dude. You know how they like those kind of tentacles over there.
Of course.
Don't kink shame me.
What?
You just enter Ray's room and it's just filled with tentacles, just
See?
like little
Here, son,
tentacle
we have
dildos.
my tentacles.
No, yeah, there's plenty of stuff up on that shelf you can't see.
They're on the ceiling. They're just looking at you from above.
Yeah. Hey, citizen, how are you? Welcome. He says, best Bioware romance is still when you can bang the Minotaur party member in Dragon Age. Yes, Iron Bull is the man.
Oh, one of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s better roles.
Come on, you don't like James? You don't like his pull-up escapade?
I hate James so much. He's just, to me, he ranks above Jacob and
yeah.
Liam. Jacob and Liam to me are just horrible squad mates. Whereas Caden, I just nothing. There is no desire or I don't hate him. I just nothing. But Vega, it's just like kind of nothing him as well because it's like you don't really add anything. He's another character who I feel like they could have put somebody else in there instead.
Yeah.
More interesting character.
Well, a lot of the human squad mates aren't that interesting, honestly. Not many of them are worth mentioning.
The human squad mates are the least interesting in the games.
Yeah,
Actually, I'd have to say that the
Not
human
counting
squad mates are really good, and only in Mass Effect 2 if you take away Jacob.
Okay.
Like if you're just
I agree,
like
put them
to the side.
Miranda and Jack.
They're awesome characters.
Oh.
But then you go to Mass Effect 3 and you have like Plastic Girl, Diana Allers. No shaming anyone who has too much plastic, but
Zaid is also really good. I know there's not a lot of Zaid fans out there. I'm sure.
Hey, he's pretty dope. Okay, so I feel like maybe I redact that statement. I think there's like half decent humans and then half just crap. Or just didn't get character development.
Well, let's do that. Let's go through the squad mates. So, Mass Effect 1. What is y'all's
opening this shit up?
So, let's get the list of squad mates out. We'll just go through all of them. Mass Effect 1. What is your opinion of, we'll start from the top, Liara?
Yo, she's into that threesome, so I'm into that threesome. We good.
Yeah, Liara is... She's probably one of the characters who has the most change. You see the most progression, character development through the whole series.
Yeah, she goes from like archaeologist to shadow broker. That's that's huge.
Yeah, just that when you see her on I forget the name of the planet too the first time.
Mm-hmm.
She's just so jaded compared to ME1. It's really
Yeah,
she feels and she's like in like this dark room behind the medical bay, just to herself.
Have you ever seen an Asari commando team?
you humans have. Yeah, I like that.
That's great, Saint.
Caden Alinko.
I think he's cool in 3, but in 1 he looks like he has a stick up his ass. He looks like a white Jacob.
He is a white Jacob. Plot twist.
He is a white Jacob.
I don't know what he's like in 3 because he's always dead by them. So if he's cool in 3, I have no idea because he has always been dead by them.
I think, yeah, he looks better when he's on a plaque on a wall, you know, just his name. You're like, yeah, that was good. He looks great.
The thing is, okay, you're not. The thing is, I think a lot of people won't kill the hot girl, even though she's like a xenophobe and clearly has some daddy issues. But
she had boobs.
She had boobs. That's the important part. That's the part you had to save.
She had boobs. I had to save the boobs.
They gave Ashley the most basic first and last name too, Ashley Williams. It's just.
It was the early 2000s. Actually, then just like in the late 90s, there were a lot of Britneys.
Yeah, Brittany Smith would have been the other one.
Yeah, I actually graduated with an Ashley Williams, so.
I think we have moved on to Ashley. So we now have Liara, Caden, and Ashley, and I think that she's not as racist as everybody makes it to be. Xenophobic, yes, but racist, I think, is slightly different than xenophobic.
Yeah, no, she's a xenophobe. She can't tell the difference between the aliens and the animals.
Well, yeah, she's afraid of, I think, what's different, but not hateful of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, she's like, I think we should all lock our doors.
Yeah, she's not hateful, but like, she sees Ansari and is like, is that an animal?
Well, no, that's just repressed sexual tension.
Repressed sexual attention.
Plus, she has context for her character. What would everything father first contact, grandfather first contact.
What?
Go ahead. Sorry. Hey, Ray, can you repeat that? Sorry, you broke up.
I said her. Plus, she has some context with everything that happened with her grandfather in the first contact war.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that would just be against Turians then. Like, not Asari or, like, Solarians. She's just a space xenophobe.
Yeah. All right. Lucky Garrus Vicarian.
Best alien bro since Chewbacca.
Yo, he's like my favorite squad mate of all time.
He's
Besides
awesome.
Rex.
I remember something about Mass Effect 1, though. If you go and replay Mass Effect 1, which you're all going to do very soon, he's kind of a guy that's got a whole serial killery attitude in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah. He gives you like the creep vibes a little bit. Like, I'm gonna kill him.
Is he gonna be my friend or is he gonna rape me? That is a real question.
Well, no, he just keeps, in Mass Effect 1, I just remember he kept talking about how, well, the law is not working, we need to circumvent the law, let's go kill those folks. Oh, if some innocent people get harmed, well, we gotta kill them. And then I feel like he got all the killing out of his system on Omega, and then he just chilled over the course of Mass Effect 2 and into 3.
Yeah, I think he was like a straight up like Batman in disguise for a while, like a vigilante. And he's like, C-Sec isn't doing much for me. I'm gonna go kill these terrorists or gang members. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
And have like the most dope like introduction to yourself in Mass Effect 2. I think he's got, I don't know. His introduction to Mass Effect 2 was fantastic. I also like Jax a lot too. I thought that was great.
I think Garrus's was better just because if you knew who he was already, it's like, oh, it's you. And if you didn't know who he was, it's like he just had a swagger. Whereas Jack is just like, ooh, angry lady.
Yeah. Oh, crazy bitch running. Oh, shit.
All right, so next squad member, Rex.
I don't know. If Rex... Okay, so let's just say that scene when Liara and Caden come up to you and are like, hey, who do you like? If we did that with Rex and Garrus, in just terms of like bros, I'm like, I wouldn't know what to pick. It'd be so hard. Because I consider them like on equal playing fields. They're both awesome.
For me, go ahead.
I think Garrus, like as kind of like Shepard's friend, I think Garrus is closer.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think Rex as a character is super interesting. He's such a dick, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's fucking.
But he's just so depressed in Mass Effect 1. Because he cares about his people, but he's just so depressed.
Yeah.
I think of Garrus as like the best buddy, whereas Rex I think of like your kick-ass uncle, maybe.
Like maybe you're a good friend, but not your best friend.
Yeah.
Well, he's the guy. He's the guy you call for backup. Like I'm gonna call Cousin Eddie. He's gonna come over and whoop your ass. Like that's who Rex is. He's the.
Did you see the numbers on the? They released some numbers recently of like worldwide numbers of people who were playing online. But there's only like 30 or 40% of people who actually got Rex to survive Firmire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like
crazy.
that.
Yeah. Oh
That's
man,
so
it's
sad.
It's depressing when he doesn't survive, when he gets shot, and you're like, oh my god, I feel terrible.
I've never gotten him shot.
That happened to me once, and I'm like, well, I'm starting over. No, yeah, I literally restarted the game from Vermeer from square one because I'm like, this is not acceptable.
Yeah. But I think because undoubtedly it's because his Paragon or Renegade choice is probably just a really high, stat you need.
You either need to have super high Paragon points or to have found his grandfather's armor.
Yeah. It's okay. Let me tell you something. If you thought that was depressing, it's even more depressing, believe it or not, in Mass Effect 3 when he finds out you fucked up the genophage and he confronts you and he's like, "You motherfucker, why'd you do this shit?" And then you have to just take his ass out and you're just like, "No," and he like falls through the window and you're like, "No, this is bad. This is fucked up."
I wouldn't know. I never did that.
Oh my god, it was like my Renegade playthrough. It was like Morden died, Rex died. It was just too many emotions.
I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I would rather and then
what?
pick. Well, no. I don't want to go through all that with Rex.
Yeah.
And then betray him in Mass Effect 3. I would rather just be a dick from the beginning.
Yeah.
Him die in Mass Effect 1. Then the replacement Krogan, whose name I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I'd rather just kill him at the end of Mass Effect 3 because I don't want to betray Rex all the way there at the very end.
No. I mean, it's great because Rex always has like some kind of prominent role. I think it was cool to see him like on his throne chair in the Urdnot clan.
It's like, yeah.
Yep.
I need this big old chair for my quad.
Yeah, my quad doesn't fit in this chair.
Yeah, he talks about his quad.
Spreading.
He does talk about quads a lot. Yeah,
the benefits of a redundant nervous system.
He was actually one of the characters, like when I was playing Mass Effect 1 for the first time, where I was just like kind of blown away by the graphics because of just how detailed he looked. And it's like, I just remember seeing his scar and this guy just talking. I'm like, what the fuck who's talking to me? But he looks amazing. I was like, holy crap, this game's awesome.
And now here in the remaster, I've seen the photos of him. It's like his armor looks so much better because it actually looks like either some sort of leather or cloth. You can actually see the veins in his neck now. It just looks so cool.
Yeah. He's definitely up there. And you know what's even crazier is like, we're not in Mass Effect 2 yet, but it's amazing that Grunt to me is just as awesome as Rex. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, how do you do it? How do you make two great Krogan squad mates? Like, that's just amazing to me. It's great.
All right, well, that's what they should have done in Mass Effect 3. They should have kicked James Vega and given us a Krogan. There was no Krogan squad mate in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. It's
0 out of 10.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Try again. Back to the drawing boards. I think it's great. Like, when Saint really likes Rex, when she puts him in all of the Citadel DLC missions, and I was like, I've been there before. I did the exact same thing. It was Garrus and Rex the entire time. It was just
I love Rex. Dude, oh my god. In the Citadel, both of you have played the Citadel DLC, right?
Yes.
No.
Gucci.
Did you guys get that Grunt part where Grunt starts just like telling people no?
Yes.
To go up to the apartment. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he's like the bouncer
I love it.
Stuff.
I've seen clips on YouTube, of course, but I have never actually played the Citadel DLC.
So
I never played through Omega.
Wow.
This is back in the day when I was still a teenager, and the idea of paid DLC still didn't really compute.
Yeah. So this is gonna be great. Yeah, you're gonna be. Well, this is cool. You're gonna be playing it for the first time. I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
All right. Mass Effect 1.
Say that again, Rated. Sorry, your mic's breaking up.
Mass Effect 1 Tally.
Oh. Yeah. Yes, she's fantastic, and she's with you in all 3 games. Can't go wrong with that.
She's another character, I think, that had just amazing character. She's so shy and reserved, but in a different way than Liara. Liara just seems very nice. Whereas Tally just seems very nervous, if that makes any sense, in Mass Effect 1. but still has that kind of underlying confidence as in, I know what I'm doing, whereas Liara is like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Well, yeah, because Tally was going like, she was pretty much like a little fledgling, you know, as a Corian, going through the pilgrimage and stuff. That big whole, it's kind of like a rite of passage to adulthood in a way. And, you know, super paranoid about her getting sick and all that and getting colds and sneezing. I don't, you know, it's, she's like, yeah, she's like the other side of the spectrum from Liara, which was great. But that's what makes her so cute.
You sleep on this ship. It's too quiet.
Yeah. She's like, I like the loud generator hums.
Alright, so, which now brings us to Mass Effect 2, and if you have any thoughts about repeat squad members like Tali or Garrus, feel free to express now.
Sorry, I got distracted. What was the last part? Sorry, Raiden.
I said, I guess that brings us to Mass Effect 2 squad members. Yeah. And if you have any thoughts about repeat squad members like Tali or Garrus, now would be the time to express those before we get into the new squad mates from Mass Effect 2.
I think, like, Garrus was very well done, like, amazingly well done. You know, Rex was great. Like, I liked his, even though he was on the sidelines per se, I did like his role. I appreciated it. It's pretty cool. And then, you know, he helps out Grunt, you know, and doing, you know, Grunt's going through puberty. I thought that was also great. Like, you get to see Rex being just, he actually, you know, he has a heart. He's not just like a dick. You know, he cares about his people and little Krogans growing up. So I thought that was great. You know, Tali, it's great when you first see her on the first level. She's like trying to figure out what the heck's going on with these people being abducted. You know, it's a great introduction to her. So yeah, and then what's the other one? I'm missing one. I'm thinking Ashley and Caden. They're only there for like a tad bit. You see them in a few cutscenes, then you go to Horizon or not Horizon, but
just to be an asshole. Yeah, they're just there to be an asshole. Like, I don't trust Cerberus.
But do you trust me, baby? Do you trust me?
No, I don't.
Me, baby.
You betrayed me by dying.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I remember seeing all this spam back in the day. People just did fan comics, really. And just that scene on, I forget the name, was it Horizon or whatever colony where you meet actually in the middle of Mass Effect 2. And she's like, I don't trust Cerberus. Goodbye. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Here's your high school Letterman jacket back. I don't need this. Here's all the love notes you wrote me. Adios. And then Garrus is just standing next to you. It's like, she didn't even say hi to me.
Okay.
And she's like, yo, fuck that bitch. Yeah, basically. When you go to your office, if that was like your romance, right? You go to your captain's quarters, you just take your picture of her, you go, boop. You just put it face down. It's like, geez, depressing.
Gosh, Ashley, she's such a bitch. Where's Miranda? Where's the Cerberus cheerleader? Let's rebound.
Yeah, exactly. She looks nice. I think Liara. So I was a little, you know, I understood what they did with her. They kind of sidelined her in the beginning. You know, she was doing her own thing. But I think because maybe so many people wanted her to be in your squad, that's why they put her in the Shadow Broker DLC and stuff.
Shadow Broker DLC is one I actually did buy.
Yeah.
Specifically because of Liara. I was like, Mom, Dad, please follow me. And I got Shadow Broker DLC, and that's actually where one of my runs ended because I couldn't beat the Shadow Broker DLC on Insanity.
Oh my god, yeah. Don't remind me.
So yeah, she was just kind of scary in the game, actually, because of how determined she was. She mellowed more from 2 to 3, but in 2 she was just, you could tell she had a hard couple years since Shepard getting blowed up.
Yeah, it's you get to really see how these characters all react to Shepard missing. It was a pretty detrimental thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great that you got to have her on your squad for, to me, one of the best DLCs in the game, of course. Shadow Broker is amazing. I remember being blown away when I first played that, when Mass Effect 2 came out. And then, okay, yeah, we can go with the new ones now. Just
Alright, so I'm just going in the order that they are on in the wiki here. So, DLC character, free, I believe, if you got it on Xbox. Sumi Goto.
She's great. I like her a lot. She's a cool looking character. Her mission was a ton of fun too. This whole like heist type mission. I thought that was dope.
I feel like she's cool, but ultimately kind of underwhelming because her whole thing is, I don't stand out.
Yeah, I miss my boyfriend who's dead. Yeah.
Here, let me just forever mourn him and just forever be obsessed with him by plugging a chip in the microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of, trying to think, yeah, I kind of felt that way with Zaid a little bit. I don't think he had that big of an arc as well. I mean, the DLC characters, you can't even really have conversations with them either. There's no, like, dialogue wheel as well.
Let's see. No, there were dialogue wheels with Zaid.
Well, like, when they're on your ship, they're just kind of just saying one-liners, but there's no dialogue wheel for them. But yeah, when you first meet them, of course, you get to talk to them with a wheel and stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's not, like, in-depth...
yeah.
There is dialogue wheels with them, but it's just for exposition dumps. It's not for, like, in-depth friendship building.
Yeah.
I did like Zaid's mission, though, because it's just like, this guy is a grizzled veteran, and it's going to end one of two ways. Either a bunch of innocent people die, and he's your best bud now, or you save a bunch of innocent people, and you become his best bud by punching him in the face.
Yeah, it's like, are you sure you're not a Krogan? You gonna headbutt me? Yeah, but I thought his design's pretty sweet.
Shepard.
Yeah, his design's really cool. He's a pretty great DLC character. All right, who's next?
Let's see. Grunt is next on the list.
Well, kind of got that out of the way with me before. I love Grunt. I think he is one of my favorite squad mates. Another great Krogan. Yep.
I mean, how can you not love him? He's voiced by Jeff Blum.
Yeah, he's fantastic. You know, I didn't know he was voiced by Steve Blum until
Steve Blum. I said Jeff Blum.
That's fine. I didn't know he was voiced by him until many years later. I'm like, oh my god, I love this guy even more now.
Yeah. Thoughts on Baby Krogan, Saint?
Are you playing piano? What are you doing over there?
I'm not. I'm actually trying to upload a video.
She's bored with us, so she's doing things on. She's playing League or something.
The thing is that like I sell something. I sell stuff through something that's like, you know, Latin American eBay, which is Mercado Libre.
Ooh.
And
Drugs are us.
Basically, and the kind of like our version of FedEx, like literally did not find the address of the dude I sold this thing to. So he's talking to me, and I'm like, well,
what do you want me to do?
I mean, I can't really do much about it, yeah, because like I haven't received it back, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. That has nothing to do with it. That's why I'm kind of like silent and trying to fix this.
Yeah, you can't hide your expressions from us anymore, Panda Lady.
Yeah, sadly.
I am the one with the poker helmet, poker face helmet.
All right. Well, while she gets that sorted out, Nico, your thoughts on Thane Krios?
Okay, so I do like Thane quite a bit. I thought his mission was pretty cool. I like the assassin type skill set he has, and I like his whole. I like the drill. I think they're interesting looking, and I also like that just insta flashback, just recite memories and stuff. I always thought that was a good time. And then I think I've heard from people say that like in the third game he was pretty much useless, and then they just kill him off type deal. So people didn't really feel an emotional impact with him. Because yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite of you. I do not care for him really. He's one of the few characters I'm just like, all right, let's just kind of speed through your dialogue, just so that you don't die on the suicide mission.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm just not the frog people's biggest fan.
Oh, perfect! Look at me! I'm the frog man!
That explains my animosity for you.
Yeah, pretty much, I know. You had to unblock me for this.
Yes.
Saint tries to block me, but it doesn't allow her to.
I do it mentally, though. Just let it go, just...
Yeah. Yeah, you think it's going to work forever, huh? Just let it go. That's great. Hey, Arsman, have a good night, bud. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, man.
Nice.
All right, who's
so
next?
after Thane, we have Jacqueline. Jack.
I like Jacqueline. Jack, I love her. No, I think she's like just another. She's just badass. Got the attitude. I don't mind a lady with an attitude once in a while. It kind of just stirs the ship up a bit.
Yeah, there's just a lot of emotional baggage there is all.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. But she's really upfront about how she feels though, so she doesn't like try to hide it. She will just be like, "Yo, what the fuck? What do you want from me? You want to bang or not? Maybe."
And then if you're like, yeah, sure, she's for the rest of the game, she's like,
yeah. It's also, she's got entertainment value because she fucks with Miranda all the time, calling her the cheerleader, and it's just like you're like the monkey in the middle. You're like, oh, great.
I wish there's like a third Paragon Renegade option where if you have enough of both points, you could be like, okay, girls, it's time for you to just make out now. That way we can be copacetic because I sense the tension between the two of you. So go, do it.
Yeah. We're always welcome to have a threesome. What do you guys think?
I think the two of them would make a better couple than a threesome with somebody else, if that makes sense.
Well, you know what they say, opposites attract.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
But no, yeah, I really like Jack. I think she's a badass. And going ahead a little bit to Mass Effect 3, by the time Mass Effect 3 comes around and she's found some emotional stability, she's turned into not so much of an asshole as just the bad girl you don't bring home to mom.
Yeah, she's a little bit more tamed. A little bit more tamed. I really like her look, or liked her look in the third game though.
It looks better with hair.
Yeah, and you know what? That hairstyle works perfect. I like the half and half. You still like nostalgic. I always thought, I don't know if you guys seen Adventure Time, but I think Jack is Marceline and Miranda is Princess Bubblegum.
I purposely never watched Adventure Time.
Sacrilege. It's a great show, though. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, who's next?
Next up is, who would you guess? Miranda Lawson.
Saint,
somebody
you
we
want to take
talked
this
about
one?
a little bit already on here.
She's a beautiful specimen. She's perfect in every way except, insides, but she's fine.
Shriveled up eggs, you mean?
Her shriveled up eggs, yeah. She's not that great there, but no matter.
Hey, you and her can adopt. Yeah, you and her can adopt Grunt.
It would be a beautiful family of an infertile genetic mutation and Grunt.
What do y'all think of how do y'all feel about whether or not she should have been a blonde? Because in all the early concept art, she was a blonde, just like Ivan Strakovsky.
Yep.
Swedish name. But at the same time, if you look at the UE3 character models, blonde doesn't really work.
I don't think she looks that great in blonde. I think like the actress looks fine and blonde,
yeah, she's
but
a
like
natural blonde.
Yeah.
yeah, but Miranda, no, she looks better with her hair dark all the way.
Yeah, I think that was fine for them to do. Yeah, it's good. Maybe because her hair looked terrible, like graphically blonde, like because the hair never really looked good in Mass Effect until like the third game where it was a little bit better. Just pasted on hair and it's like maybe they thought
It'd be
it
better
looked
this
good.
time around.
But hey, Miranda, you thought BioWare was gonna take your butt camera away? Oh, look, they gave you photo mode, so nobody can ever complain again.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Okay, that brings us to we already talked about Zaid. We've already talked about Tally. A bundle. The bundle being Samara / Morin.
Oh, I love Samara. She is one of my faves. She is just that
MILF.
She's she's the MILF. She's that mother you just need to get a hug once in a while and then just get some wise wisdom, and her outfit and design is just great. And
Shepard is just so persistent. Shepard is like, you're telling me that there are aliens out there I can have sex with. I will challenge accepted, because Mass Effect 2, Samara's like, this isn't going to work out. I'm over 1,000 years old. I had like 16 kids, all of whom I've killed.
Yeah.
Well, several of whom I've killed. This just isn't going to work out between us. And then Mass Effect 3 rolls around and Shepard's like, welcome to my bank. Samara's like, fine!
Yeah.
Stick it in me.
I mean, if you have an apartment, then it's like it's fine, okay?
Shepard's like, I am just that into Phil. She's like, frankly, I'm gonna die, so I guess I can date a much, 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 much younger man / woman.
Yeah. I always enjoyed her as a character. She was great. She always had this nice, like, methodical, just philosophical presence about her. I mean, for crying out loud, she's always meditating in the like what is it called?
Viewing room or whatever.
Yeah, like
lounge.
Out the window and stuff. This is really cool. I liked it. She makes you see the world in a different lens, which is nice. And I always thought when I saw her, like, graphically, I thought she looked amazing in Mass Effect 2. I'm like, whoa, she looks so cool.
Meanwhile, by contrast, Morin is just the most pointless character to go with. If you kill Samara in order to get Morin, it's just like, you are ultimately a pointless character. One, because you're kind of an ass, but like a subtle ass.
Yeah.
Two, can't even sleep with you because it'll kill me. And three, if you do survive Mass Effect 2, you literally only show up in Mass Effect 3 as a Wraith, or whatever they're called. Banshee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and during the Assault on Earth mission at the very end of the game, one of the Banshees during the Assault on Earth mission is actually named Banshee, named Morin.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Whoa.
See, there's so many things I don't know about because there's just so many different twists and turns you can do in Mass Effect. It's just great. So I can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to do it again. All right, Saint, what do you think about Samara? You like Samara?
I like Samara. I was gonna be like, okay, let's try this romance. I can do this, and no, I couldn't do it because I was a renegade, and she was like, if you're a renegade, I'm sorry, I'm not into your decisions. I'm like,
if you look like a Terminator, I'm out.
Yeah, sadly, I hate. Ooh, okay, this has nothing to do with that, but I don't like the Terminator look. I like the look before it, you know, because like the eyes glow and it looks a little creepy, but it looks cool. Then it just goes full on Terminator and it just looks weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shepard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, okay.
Which I thought BioWare did a good job by letting you get rid of those cybernetic implants in you. If you pay for the surgery.
Going to the operating table.
Yep. You're like, hey, look, Samara, I don't look like a Terminator anymore. Yeah, but your aura sucks.
All right, that brings us to Morden Solus.
I like Morden. I never let him die. I like talking to him because he's just so fucking like all over the place. And he had one of the
sings-
best lines of Mass Effect with his song, you know?
Yeah, Gilbert and Sullivan. You can't let someone die who sings. Well, you let them die. You can't kill somebody who sings Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah. It's, he's definitely got a, hey, Saint just posted a video, everybody. Let's go and watch the video. Woo! No. But hey, for anybody who's never been here, I'm Nico with Rated and Saint, and we all have channels, so feel free to check us out some more. Share the love. Go with your curiosity. Check out, you know, we're cool. Well, you know, they're cooler than me, but that's obvious. And we're just, right now, we're just talking about everything Mass Effect, and but specifically, we're just kind of going down the list of characters and kind of going with our opinions and how we feel about them. But yeah, real quick, also all the links to all of our channels will be in the description below once this video is, or stream is done. So yeah, you'll have all access to Nico, Rated, and Saint. Hopefully, make sure in Saint's new video you comment saying, I missed the panda. That way she always has to wear it.
God, no, please. I like breathing.
Do it. Alright, who's next?
Legion.
Ooh! God, Mass Effect 2 squad mates are so good! Legion is great.
Legion just he kind of only existed to serve a purpose in Mass Effect 2, just to kind of bridge some story gaps, but the way he just developed so much more in Mass Effect 3, makes me cry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how can you make a character like him, just this geth, emotionless guy, just be, for me, one of my favorite squad mates? Like, it's like, how do you do it? Like, how do you do it? This hive mind guy walking around, it's just...
Tell me, Creator Zora, does this unit have a soul?
Yes, exactly. And then Shepard Commander. It's like, Shepard Commander used to be my text tone on my phone back in the day. Just him saying that, it was great. Legion is just cool, you know, he's like, I like the mystery behind, like, yo, why the fuck you wearing my armor, yo? Well, like, what's up with that?
I found it.
There's a hole.
Yeah.
There's a hole. I had to patch it. It's like, do something else.
It's too funny. But yeah, I just liked his introduction a lot too. And then, you know, you get to see him talk to Tali, you know, because Geth versus Corians is a major thing in Mass Effect, and you get to be the political guy and be like, hey, let's all just get along. And they're like, oh, okay, let's hug it out. It's awesome. And he gets to, his sniper is badass too, like his Widowmaker. Yeah, that thing's a beast.
Alright, that brings us to everybody's favorite companion, Jacob Taylor.
Die.
That sums my thoughts up as well, honestly.
Hey,
he's just so...
Truth be told, I did like his loyalty mission. I did like that.
I didn't. I did not.
I just like the whole, like, dad's running a giant cult thing, and then, like, this crash ship on a tropical planet. I'm into that. Everything else, him doing abs, and when you're looking at him through the camera, and he's, like, doing crunches, I'm like, hey, come on, you're trying too hard. But yeah.
I just did not like him from start to finish, and if someone was to come up to me and say, hey, Mass Effect has a diversity problem, I would say, not really, because most of the characters aren't even human.
Yeah.
Half the squad members aren't even human. That's pretty diverse.
Yep.
But if you were to say to me, well, Mass Effect has a diversity problem when it comes to human races, I would say maybe a little bit, because two of the main squad mates in Mass Effect 2 and in Mass Effect Andromeda, Jacob and Liam, have been just such caricatures of racial stereotypes.
Yeah. And everybody does, and majority rules on not liking them. I knew I didn't like Liam as soon as he waves at you in the beginning moments of Andromeda. I'm like, I'm gonna punch you so hard.
I was able to deal with it until like you walk into the Tempest and it's like, okay, you're a hippie with a couch.
Yeah,
You're
doing the
hippie
couch
with a
quest.
couch.
Like, what the heck? His loyalty mission is fun, though.
Well, his loyalty mission is fun because of everything that's not him. Basically pissing off the cat.
Yeah. All right. Was that the last one for 2?
That's the last one for 2, but I want to bring up, before we move on to Mass Effect 3 squad mates, because I want to bring up some side characters who might as well be squad mates.
Yeah.
So we've got Dr. Chocolates.
She's
You're in 1, no?
What?
She's in 1, she's in 2, and she's in 3.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's great.
I liked her.
Dr.
Yeah.
Milf.
What was that? Sorry.
I said Dr. Milf.
Doctor. Yeah, you get her some wine, some brandy. You know, you have a little chit chat, make a toast. You know, goes a long way.
Although, if you do want to be a jerk in Mass Effect 3, you can actually dump her and not bring her on to the Normandy in Mass Effect 3. Instead, you can get Dr. Michelle from Mass Effect 1.
I did not know that.
Sure.
I think that's great. Oh man,
As
I
your
need to do
medical
that.
officer.
Not worth it.
Alright, so, and the last 2 who bear some really important talking about from Mass Effect 2 is Joker and Edie pre-body.
Yeah, pre-tentacle. Joker is... Yeah, like you said, he might as well be a squad mate. I mean, you even get to play him in Mass Effect 2, which was when that first happened.
I forgot about that. He's literally. Yep. Is he the only other person you play as?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yes. I believe so. Saint.
What?
Do you play anyone else? Besides Shepard and Joker? I don't think so.
No, you don't. Okay. It's just Shepard and Joker.
So yeah, that makes Joker really unique. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. That was that's what makes him so great. But anyway, yeah, he's fantastic, you know. Captain of the pilot of the ship. Let's get shit
done. I mean, he is just essentially Seth Green. It's just like they just like brought Seth on character, and he's like, "Where's the script?" And they're like, "Oh no script, just do you."
Yeah, time to do some stand up. Yeah, he's awesome. Joker, he's a great character. He's one of the closest squad mates you have on the ship for sure. Like you and him share some really touching moments, especially in Mass Effect 2 in the beginning. And
he's the only one who's stuck around or actively sought out Cerberus, or they found him, whatever, but he's the first one to show up for you from the old days.
Yep, exactly, yeah. He means a lot to you. So that's a great relationship that those two have. So,
and what did y'all think of ED in Mass Effect 2?
Well, it was cool to have a type of AI program. I like ED. She is literally just Wikipedia Mass Effect in a way. All the
better than Avina.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, she was cool, and I was caught off guard when she became a character in the third game, and I liked her as a walking person, as a character. It was cool.
Although I guess theoretically, or not theoretically, technically, she was in Mass Effect 1 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, you don't know? You don't know?
No, I don't know.
So, you know how in Mass Effect 1, at one point, you have to go to Earth's moon to take down the training facility there where an AI went rogue?
Okay, yeah.
That was ED.
Actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, you never talk with her, but the AI that went rogue is... It's a horrible mission because you're just constantly getting flying rocket turrets shot at you.
Yeah.
A horrible fight. Especially on Sanity.
Yeah. That's
ED trying to kill you.
Can you bring? Does she? Are you able to bring that mission up in the other two games? Like talk about it?
Yes.
Like, okay.
If you did it in Mass Effect 1, it comes up later.
Okay. Hey, remember that time you went batshit crazy? No.
Yes. And then, okay, that brings us to Mass Effect 3, and since we're talking about EDI anyway, EDI from Mass Effect 3.
Yo, my boy Joker just needs some tail once in a while, and he's like into that human type of, or that AI android Borg type of tail, and I'm like, I got you back, bro. You got this.
Have y'all? My gosh, I love Edie, and I love the fact that she became a full squad member in Mass Effect 3. Honestly, let's be honest, if we were given the option, who wouldn't say yes to that? But have y'all seen like one of the alternate character skins in Mass Effect 3 where she's not just naked, but she's in like the white jumpsuit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can tell Saint already knows what I'm about to say from the look on her face. How is it that she is more sexually inappropriate while clothed than when she's naked because of the horrendous camel toe they gave her in that white jumpsuit?
Saint, what do you think about the camel toe?
Not a fan of it in real life. Not a camel toe fan, really, and not in my games either.
But no, yeah, it's like it's not even like, oh, that's just a trick of the light. It's a little glitch in the rendering. It's like, nope, pan the camera in a little bit. Nope, that's somebody legit had to design that to
like
riding up in her crotch. Apparently, she is an android.
Yeah. Good times. good times for the eyes. Hey,
An android with a vag. That's interesting. No wonder Joker got excited.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Javik.
Javik is good. I like Javik. Saint?
Who was Javik again?
Oh, no.
You don't know who Javik is?
That's the Prothean guy.
Yeah, sorry. I got confused.
Guy.
I got confused with Joel.
Hey,
no. He's cool. I like him, especially when he talks about like eating Solarian liver. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He used to eat flies.
Yeah.
He's flies.
He's pretty interesting. Well, I just like that he's pretty much, he's been around for so long. He gets to tell you how life was back in the day, so that's always nice to hear. And
we were an advanced race. We treated our slaves well.
Yeah, that too. And Liara gets really sad when Javik turns out to not be the Prothean dream of her dreams, of all her hard work. She's like, oh, he's kind of an ass. He's really...
Yeah, and Saint, when you did your playthrough recently of Mass Effect 3, you did not bring Javik with you when you went to Thessia?
Oh no, I know what he says, but no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't take him.
It's hilarious if you bring him to Thessia and you're in the scene there in the museum and you're clicking through all the artifacts. Liara is like, "This is an important artifact of our people that demonstrates the love our goddess has for us." And Jack's like, "Nah, it's just some bitch we gave a calculator back in the day."
Yeah. The goddess. That was an interesting plot twist. Like knowing that the goddess was actually just a Prothean.
Man, that is awesome. The more you know. Whoa.
All right,
who's next?
so
The more you know.
we've already talked about James, or at least I've
we
voiced
can go
my
past
displeasure of James. So that's actually.
That's it.
Unless we go to DLC characters. Everybody. So if we're gonna go to DLC characters, then Arya.
Oh, Arya? Yeah, she's fucking awesome. She's great.
That's the one Asari I wanted to bang, other than Liara.
Well, if it makes you feel better, she'd be much more likely to bang you than us.
Yeah.
Because have you ever seen the cutscenes there at the end of Omega where she lays one on Shepard?
Yeah.
If it's a female shepherd, Arya will do one of these and it'll be kind of a tender as she pushes away. Whereas if she kisses a male shepherd, she just does a quick, and then she actually does
ew.
this. Like,
ugh.
I'm into camel toes.
So yeah, it's like, okay, it turns out Arya swings a certain way.
Yeah, she's a really cool character though. She's great. I had a good time.
Yeah, and then I guess finally, character who I know nothing about because I did not do all the DLC in 3, Nyreen Kendros, the first female Turian you see in Mass Effect.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her background, but I did like her design. I thought she was pretty cool looking. Kind of like a stealthy Turian, you know, hiding in the shadows. Kind of ninja Turian in a way.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turians.
Yeah, pretty much. And you and Arya and her, like, all hanging out, doing the missions together on Omega was pretty cool. Which you'll really enjoy, Rated. You'll like it a lot. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't remember too much about her background, though. If she even has...
Either like her brother or her... either her brother or her father, I forget, who's the Turian, like, security chief in Andromeda, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm actually reading her wiki right now. Okay, so she does have a bunch of information. That's pretty cool.
I think she was much more featured in the comics as well.
Ooh. And you guys can look at the comics for free, by the way. There's a bunch of stuff given out, like the soundtracks, the comics, wallpaper stuff, the works, the wakes. Pretty dope. And I think all three of us have done videos on that, correct? Of all the free stuff they've given out?
A lot of it, anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, just check it out on the channels if you guys ever need the info, or you can just easily look it up and stuff. But you know, who wants to do that? You want us telling you about it, right? All right, who's next? Is that it?
That's everybody.
Oh.
I guess we should mention, because we got to pay respect, I guess we should mention Captain Anderson.
I mean, that's like
Keith
the father
Richards.
that I never had.
You know, that scene at the end of Mass Effect 3, where you're just talking with him slumped up against the console.
Yeah. Spoilers.
I won't say anything from there, but I'll just say that is such a great conversation.
Yes.
Followed immediately by 15 minutes of bullshit.
And Saint had to deal with it recently, man. How's it feel? Yeah, he's literally like a surrogate dad to Shepard. It's great.
Well, I know Saint's favorite Alliance officer is actually...
Who? Sorry, you broke up.
Saint just loves Admiral Hackett.
Oh, Admiral Hackett, right.
He's such an extra character. He's so unnecessary. I would have changed all of Hackett's screen time for just one scene with Miranda.
But you had sex with his niece. There has to be interaction there.
Who is his niece again?
So it's a story that gets told just in some of the side party banter. Back in when Shepard was doing N7 training, like in the military academy, he had sex with Juliet Hackett, Admiral Hackett's niece.
Nice, Shepard the pimp, the Casanova.
Now we know why he's commander.
Yeah,
Everything makes sense. Nepotism at its finest.
I think the way Shepard describes it is he had just gotten his N7 rating and everyone was celebrating, and Shepard, I think the story was he or she is like going back to his or her room, and then Juliet shows up and is like, "It's time for your reward."
Oof.
Heck yeah.
And then he later found out it was his commanding officer's niece.
This is the best camel toe reward ever.
Oh, we're back on Edie.
Uh-oh. My mind has never left the camel toe. It's been stuck. Alright, well that was fun. That was a nice little thing to go down. I appreciate the little thing we did there, Rated. Thank you. That's a nice little mental exercise, and I can't wait to check them all out again and see what other stuff we'll find along the way, because there was some stuff I never knew that I just heard in this stream for the first time, so that's pretty great.
Now let's go through and discuss what and rate all the weapons from best to worst.
No.
We'd be here all night.
I'd just go with the Omni Blade. That's my favorite weapon.
Hell yeah.
Whoop.
I forget the name of it, but like that shotgun in Mass Effect 3 that's supposed to be designed to kill Thresher Mauls. It shoots like giant metal flechettes.
Oh yeah,
Love
that thing's a beast. Yeah, that was like a DLC weapon, wasn't it?
I don't even remember. I just remember I played Vanguard, and I would do the trick where you do Biotic Rush. You freeze time by holding the skill wheel bumper.
Yeah.
And while time is frozen, you just pan your aiming reticule over to their head, pull the trigger, and that flechette thing literally blows up heads.
Sweet. I'm going to keep that in mind then. Let's see. When is my first stream going to be? That'll be tomorrow. Probably when I get home from work. Tune around. Are you guys going to stream
Dream or drink?
Who?
What did you say, dream or drink?
Oh, stream.
Oh.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be the first stream for me, which should be nice. I'll be getting home from work, or no, not work, but, well, my work plays, but it's just the gym. I'm going to be working out and then getting home and getting ready for that. That'll be fun. That'll be tomorrow, probably around 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, so 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll post about it on Twitter. Are you guys streaming it at all?
I will, but I have got to finish either tonight or tomorrow before I start streaming.
Okay,
What?
hold on. Rated, you're going to have to repeat that. That whole thing got broken up, sorry.
I said I will stream Mass Effect, but I have to finish Resident Evil 8 first. I am determined to finish Resident Evil 8 either tonight or tomorrow before I start playing.
Sweet. Cool. And Saint, you said yes? You decided to do it, Saint, right?
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Your users are going to be like, this is all the same content you just did.
Actually, I didn't do Mass Effect 1, so technically...
No, yeah,
Nope.
you were a heathen who played Mass Effect 2 and 3 without importing a save file from Mass Effect 1. You disgusting.
Sacrilege.
Well, I had the comic book, so...
Which adds in very little in side choices.
Come on, who you romance if the Destiny Ascension survives or not? I mean, there's a lot of... If Rex survives or not, there's a lot of decisions there.
Did Fist die or live in that comic book? Were you a jerk or a nice guy to Conrad?
Did you wear a strap
I don't care.
Did you punch whatever is Jalasahani in comic?
Yeah.
And that is why I will have the opportunity in this remaster to just punch people again and be a dick to Conrad Brenner. He's a... Ugh.
Funny. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, you get to experience the first game.
I really wish in Mass Effect 3 it would have been to me so much more hilarious. Diana Allers is just the worst. So I really wish that reporter that you can punch out in Mass Effect 1 and 2, I really wish that she had been the war correspondent who came onto the Normandy, because that would have just been such a fun dynamic.
Yeah. I always like Kaylee Saunders. I always like Kaylee Saunders. She's in the books, so she's a pretty prominent character, at least in.
Kaylee Saunders?
Yeah,
Sanders.
She's the blonde-haired girl that used to have a fling with Captain Anderson.
Yeah.
I don't remember this person.
The chick from Grissom Academy.
Yeah, she's
the blonde one.
She's in the beginning, kind of helping you out.
Okay, I remember now. That was just you see her very, just.
Yeah, you don't see her too much, but in the books, she's in there a lot. She's one of the main characters, which is great. So yep, can't wait.
Oh, everybody loves Kelly Chambers.
Yeah, she always dies in my playthroughs because I'm like, whoops, a little too slow.
Yeah, I'm not a Kelly Chambers fan.
A little too slow. But Samantha Trainor's pretty good, though. I like her.
I like Samantha Trainor, actually. I know, actually, Saint says she found her annoying.
A little bit. Like,
but I like her.
It's one of those characters that I'm like, if you would have like introduced me to that character maybe in 2 or in 1, I probably would have liked them more. I would have paid more attention to them. It's kind of like, I don't know.
She's definitely a lot better than Kelly, though.
Yes, eons better.
Eons and eons and eons. Yeah, Kelly doesn't have a toothbrush to brag about.
No, she's just got a striptease outfit.
Ooh.
Maybe Kelly's into some weird shit, man.
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch out for those psychologists out there.
Real question: what is your what is y'all's real favorite store on the Citadel?
The strip club.
All y'all real favorite store. Jeez.
I mean, the one where you say this is the best place on the Citadel, which is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm trying to remember the actual stores. They're just so generic.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. Yeah, just wherever you say this is my favorite place on the Citadel. So that's a lot of places. I'll go with that.
I mean,
I'd say I know where mine is. It's not, man. It's like the I forgot what it's called because there's like so many different brands. I forget what it's called. Damn it. Anyway, I like where I can buy fish and stupid things. Any store that sells me stupid things, I'm fine. Like if I get like those models and that stuff and just have it in my cabin, I like those.
I like that answer because I like the interaction with the poor Krogan who wants to know if there's fish on the Presidio.
Ooh,
yes. Make him either so happy or so sad.
Yep, it's like telling him Santa Claus isn't real or not, or
There are no fish on the Presidio. What? No fish?
No, he's lying. Yeah, that's great. So let's see here. Okay, so we're at almost to the 2.5 hour mark. How are we guys doing? I think we can do conclusional statements now, or just kind of wrap it up here. I think we dived into quite a few things here.
Dude, Nico, can you do me a favor? Like while on stream, I want to make sure I'm not crazy.
Can you do me solid and lend me $20?
No.
Can you buy me a Viagra? What's up?
Dude, remember what I told you about the Mass Effect Legendary Edition on Steam, like appearing like in my library? If I click it, it appears May 15th, but if I go to the store, it says May 14th.
Yeah.
Does yours say like in the library May 15th or 14th?
14th.
That's crazy. There's some dude from California that has the same issue. What? Stupid BioWare.
Yeah.
Well, that would be more of a Steam issue.
Yeah. I'm hoping that you get to play it tomorrow.
Oh, it changed.
Oh, okay. Well, here's another thing you can do. In case anybody's wondering, if you want to really know when it's going to open on Steam, you could look it up, or you can just go to like the Steam page for Mass Effect Legendary Edition and see how many hours it says it has left.
I mean, it says it unlocks in 15 hours.
There you go.
It's like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Yeah. Yep. 15 hours. So there you go. You can just keep that up on a giant projection.
Oh, according to my Steam page, I have one friend who already owns this game. Apparently it's someone named Saintwolvinn.
More like
Happily.
Panda Face.
Happily so.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
I need to add you rated on Steam and on PlayStation. I haven't done that yet.
I have a very short friends list.
Oh, I see.
I see how it is.
I see.
Like 1 or 2 people, because I've only really gotten into multiplayer like in the last couple year or two. Like I play a lot of Call of Duty now, but I didn't even play Call of Duty until like last year.
Oh, well, I mean, just friends in general on the page, not necessarily wanting to play multiplayer. But I got you.
I'll be happy to add you though.
You sure about that?
I don't know. Are you gonna turn into Super Mech Mario again anytime soon?
Oaken?
Start sending nudes.
His name is Oaken. He's a monster I created. I can't get rid of him. But he will be forever living in my closet. He doesn't have camel toe, though.
You checked?
Are you in the closet?
Can you hear me now? Yeah, why do you think it looks so dark in my place? This is one big closet. Guys are crazy. Sickos. Why would you say that? Okay, so... alright. Yeah, I gotta stretch too. Before we wrap this up, folks, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here, and then thanks Rated and Saint for being here. Guys, real quick, any tips you can give the audience before we head out here about the Legendary Edition? Anything?
If you're gonna play Insanity, cover. Use a lot of cover.
I would say pick 1 or 2 weapons that you like, pump points into those. Don't try to do a spread. Pick either 1 weapon and 1 or 2 powers, or 1 or 2 weapons and 1 power. But pump as many points as possible in Mass Effect 1 into the Charm and Intimidate skills.
Yeah.
Because those points that you pump into those will carry over into Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. I like that.
There's another one for me, and it's there's actually at some point in Mass Effect 3, not gonna say which, y'all are gonna find a weapon that's basically, by then it's gonna be weird because it's gonna be one of the only weapons that actually like overheats and you need to wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes when there's little ammo, that goes a long way because you don't have to be looking for ammo everywhere. You just have that, wait a second, and then just continue shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go with that.
Well, in the DLC.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Lancer. It's an assault rifle called the M whatever Lancer. I don't know what the M what number it is.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. I did see a mention today on the Mass Effect Twitter and whatnot that DLC is no longer going to be something that you can just access whenever you want willy-nilly. It's now being integrated into the story to be accessed at thematically and chronologically appropriate time.
Okay.
That's super useful.
I could see that. That's interesting. Yeah. Which I think it'll be okay for players and stuff coming back and then playing for the first time, I think it'll be alright. And that's right, folks. When you play these games again, old or new, veterans and newbies alike, just remember the good old days. Have a good time. And you remember the worst times if you're coming back, but that's fine, you paid the money for it, and that's what you get. That's what you get. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. But for any new players, though, I hope you do have a good time with it. It's going to be, you're going to see all kinds of things on the internet, so in regards to the story of the Mass Effect Remastered Trilogy or spoilers, so just be on the lookout for that for anybody new coming back. or anybody new, sorry, not coming back. So be careful when you're looking at those feeds, those social media feeds, and you know, treat it like a movie. You know, you don't want to look for the spoilers or anything that people post about. And that's the best advice I can give. Otherwise,
Also,
yes,
get a Venom shotgun. Those shotguns are so OP.
Trying to prejudice people with your play style opinion.
No, like they can play however they want, but like if they need like a shotgun, like a heavy weapon that is really like just destroys everything, get a Venom shotgun. If that's your kind of play style. If you like being a little pussy with a submachine gun, that's fine. I'm kidding.
Hey, the blood mauler's dope.
And cannon then.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. Here's another tip. Wear a helmet at all times. Like not like me in real life, but in the game, just keep your helmet on. You know, it'll save your life. Just remember that.
All right. So
good times. Okay. Cool. All right. So folks, this has been the Nightmare Before Mass Effect Legendary Edition stream. I've been your host, NikoTheLegend, and you can find me anywhere, here, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Twitch, blah, blah, blah. You'll see the links down below, and then let's just go down the list. So, Rated, where can people find you?
You can find me at my YouTube channel, which I didn't say earlier is pretty much gaming news and commentary. So my YouTube channel is RatedRPG, no spaces. And you can find me on my Twitter, which is linked on my YouTube channel. If you want to see some shit takes, that's the best place to go.
Perfect. Saint?
In my case, if you like game news, if you like game streams, and you want a chill place to watch that, go ahead and give me a lovely sub at my channel. Saintwolvinn. It's literally every single platform you can think of. It's Saintwolvinn.
Perfect.
Saintwolvinn is super chill.
Super chill, bro.
Yeah, she's got a dirty panda side that she's not going to show us anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
that's for my private time.
It's private time. It's only on the weekends. So yeah, and then you'll see all the links down below in the description of the stream, which I'll be putting up as soon as I can, or pretty much when we're done here. So folks, thank you so much for being here, and hey, guess what? Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I mean, you could be playing it right now, or you gotta wait till tomorrow, or just whenever you play it. I hope it's a fun experience for returning players and new, and you know, you'll see me playing it, you'll see Rated playing it, you'll see Saint playing it, so I hope you check all of us out, or at least one of us out, and yeah, let us know how you're liking it, and we'll keep throwing the good old Mass Effect milking content straight your way as well. So hope to see you guys again. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Later.
Bye bye.
And we're out.
Dude's had that helmet on for so long. I'm like, how can you breathe? I was having trouble with the panda thing.
Well, at least he was talking while he had his on.
Hey, it was part of the persona.
Actually, no, I take it back. You weren't talking even when you took it off.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
The thing is that y'all.
What?
Thing is that, dude, y'all just go like on these huge tangents, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for these people to call me, and now I'll give my take. Yeah, I was like, okay.
The material that I was seducing.
Panda's great.
Yeah. I know there's a big panda pandemic problem there in Venezuela.
I'm not in Venezuela.
But you just
dickhead.
But you just pronounced it so well, so you are in Venezuela after all, aren't you?
I just speak Spanish, and I know how to pronounce Venezuela.
Okay, fine.
I honestly think like that's if you like come to Colombia and you say something like